blaze the fuck up.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Luke, this is LBTV, and today we're on episode 14 of the £550,000 series. Now, it's been about 2 months since I did a video on this, and I'm really sorry. I've had so much going on with McGann, and it's been absolutely crazy. But I've been now focusing a bit more on buying and selling the cars. I've actually done a few outside of this, just to gain a bit more knowledge and a background to other cars, because I've been doing a lot of track focus stuff recently. So we have got a new car that we're going to see today. Now, I thought I'd do a little bit of a, me going to buy the buyer as a buyer approach in this video. So you can kind of see, I'm currently up in Southampton, so this is where we're buying a car from today. Let me just put the camera down a second, actually. Okay, so I want to just quickly, before we do anything else, go ahead and just go through the list of what we've bought and sold so far. I usually do it at the end of the video, but I thought I'd get it over and done with at the beginning of the video. And also want to go through a check or something I use to go, I look into before buying a car. So there's an app called Total Car Check. You'll be able to see it on screen right now. I believe it's about £3.50 or £4.50 a time, but if you're making profit on a car, it's not going to that's not going to matter at all. Obviously it depends on your profit, but always maximise your profit on what sort of car you're looking at. So yeah, you'll be able to see it just gives up everything like finance, if it's currently got finance on it, if it's stolen, written off, etc. Luckily this car is all nice and clean, which is really good. But yeah, moving on. So previous episode, we had the Clio 197 track car. That sold like within 2 hours. 2 hours that was up for, guys, and it sold, and that made me £2,000 for £1,995 extra profit. So the Clio sold for £6,995. We bought it for £5,000. We had a total of £2,830 spare cash. So if we add that together, that means we're left with £9,825. I actually thought I was closer to the 15 grand mark, but this car today is definitely going to put us a lot closer to that mark, so we're making a lot more money. Now, what I'm going to decide I'm going to do now is I'm not going to let you guys know in this video what I'm buying the car for. Just because I've had a lot of messages saying, Luke, I know what you bought the car for, I'm not going to buy that. It kind of like puts me off a bit doing that now, because I know I'm here to help you with prices and everything, but at the end of the day, I am not really supposed to be giving out the information of what I bought the car for, ideally until I've sold it. So all I'm going to say is that we're going to make a really good amount of profit on this car that we're going to see today. But for now, let's head off, get out of the hotel, and see what we can do. One thing I would always say though, if you get there and you've already agreed a price, like I have, just have a good look around first. I've seen all the videos and everything of the car. He said it's sweet, and I always say to them, if it's not as described, I will pretty more than likely knock money off, and they're usually like, okay, that's fine. But you can kind of tell if someone's confident in their sale. But anyway, let's go get it. Right, so about to head to back to the car. I'm about to see how much I got robbed for staying here last night. So it's probably gonna be some stupid like 20 quid or something. I guarantee it's gonna be some stupid price, isn't it?
A few moments later.
So what? These places just look horrendous every single time I get to one.
I'm deserted.
Well, what do you recommend, Shan?
£12.
£3 quid?
What do you know?
I'm coming to Southampton more and I didn't get robbed.
That's alright, isn't it?
Well cheap. So whilst one away, I thought I'd quickly answer a few questions, because I always get it in the £550,000 series videos, and it's kind of questions that get asked and over again. Now I do answer them when I'm in, like when I do my series, so you might have to just go watch back, but I'll answer a few again. Now, unfortunately, as being like a little individual trader, like what I'm doing and stuff like that, you will have to, and that's getting really bright now. There we go. So yeah, one thing you're gonna have to do is pretty much just go with it. You're gonna have to sign it to yourself. You're gonna have to sign it to yourself on a V5, unless you're set up as an actual trader, which if you do, you can then send it into trade via your limited business. So you can do it that way also as well. But yeah, that's what you're gonna have to do. If you're like me doing it, you're gonna have to sign it into your name. You're gonna have to tax it. If you tax it monthly and it's only like a couple of quid, you're not gonna lose out. You just gotta think about that margin at the end of it, guys. What sort of money you're gonna make out of it. That's what it's all about within being a trader. I'm not saying I'm a full-blown trader, because I'm not. I've just been doing a few bits on the side, and I've learned from Chris. And I'm not, I'm not a limited company or anything like that, and I'm just, I'm learning. So it all takes time, and learning the markets is one of the big things. Insurance, again, you're gonna have to insure it yourself. I'm lucky enough to be on trade insurance, so that's me being honest. But you can use apps like Cover. Cover is a great app for insurance. You can literally charge per the hour, per the minute, per the day, per the month. They literally charge for anything. So it's a great way for you if you only want to drive at home and say you're an hour away from home, you can only charge yourself for an hour of driving instead of paying a full day's worth of insurance, if you know what I mean. So that's really handy. But yeah, that's that. Now, going on to this car, this chap I've been talking to probably for about 2-3 weeks now. He's been really nice, and he said, don't worry about when you come up. I don't want to sell it privately because, you know, I hate messing around with people, etc. So I was like, look, that's fine. I'll give you a price and I'll come collect it when I can. He's been busy, then I've been busy. So we both worked together, and now we're going to get the car today on a Sunday. And we're also going to go shopping as well, make the most of the day. So one thing I do usually if I'm going up to collect the car quite far away, check and scan for things, if there's Premier Inns or if you can get a cheap train or a cheap flight. Always have a good look around and prepare yourself before going to buy a car as well. Always think about maybe the worst possible outcome in case you just don't get the car. Don't rely on the fact that you could go up there and you're up on your own and the only thing you can do is buy the car, because you'll be in a lot of trouble then, because you probably won't be able to get back without spending a lot of money on getting a train or something that, you know, like an unknown train that you didn't know you was going to buy. Anyway guys, I will catch up with you when I get there. I will probably not, I probably won't record much of it as always, because, you know, when I'm buying privately, I don't want to get the people on the camera. I'll ask, but I doubt we want to do it. So anyway, I'll catch up with you in a second. We've either got the car or, yeah, let's see what happens. So the car is all bought. I've got it sat right there. And to be honest, I've got a very good buy here. So shout out to the seller. He was a really nice seller. He was really lenient, and it was just really nice to flow and get along with as well. And there's receipts for this car for having the gearbox done, the cam belt done in December. There's tons of paperwork which is absolutely going to back up a good sale on this car, so I'm really happy with it. Now it is probably getting a bit more like, what's a word for, like it's repetitive, or it keeps like repeating itself at the minute, but we have gone and got ourselves another clear RS200. So yeah, here we are guys. So a black Clio RS200 09 plate cup pack. Now it's not a factory cup, like I said before. The best ways to tell if it is a factory cup or not is the wing mirror caps are like plastic, not like obviously painted plastic, but normal plastic trims, and then normal plastic down the side as well. That's painted like that. So although it is very strange because it has got a cup badge on the side, so I don't know if someone stuck it on and actually got these painted and changed everything, but that means they changed the headlights, the mirror caps, and they've actually had this painted, although the texture is like how it would be if it was underneath. So I'm very confused on that. Nevertheless, this is a very good and cheap car. Like I said, I'm not putting in prices of what I paid for it now until the next video, then you can know. All I'm going to say is that this car will be going up for either 7 grand or 7,495. I'm undecided yet because there's a few things I've got to do. It's nothing major on the car. One good thing is it's got the Recaros, the yellow dot Recaros, which is a good, really big selling point for these cars. So we're going inside. It has had a repair, as you can see there, but it's a good repair. It's been done nicely. It doesn't look too bad. But overall, the rest of the condition of the seats are in very good condition. We've also got loads of paperwork down there, like I said. Paperwork is key, guys. When you're selling a car, someone's going to either want 12 months fresh MOT on the car, they're going to want it with a fresh service usually 9 times out of 10, and they're always going to have it backed up with loads of paperwork. So look for the main things that go wrong with a car like this. So in particular, gearboxes go wrong with cars like this. It's had a new gearbox done, also cam belts. It's also had that replaced in December. So look up for things like that when you're buying a car. It's handy, helpful, and it just makes your next sale, when you go to sell this car, I mean, a lot easier for yourself. Obviously, as a private seller, or you know, doing a little bit of trade work, you can't put finance or anything on like this. It's a bit of a shame, but it doesn't matter because people do have this sort of money. Now this is the reason again, because I'm going to get this question. Let me go inside for this question actually, because I get asked a lot. Okay, so the question is, Luke, because it gets asked so commonly, and it's really starting to, it's not getting on my nerves, because you guys never get on my nerves, you guys are sweet, but it's just getting to the point where, how many times am I gonna have to keep telling you guys this? So just listen in this one time and we should be very, very sweet. So I get asked a lot, Luke, with the money you sell, so say for instance I'm now up to 10 grand with the money in my series, why don't you buy a 10 grand car? That's what we're gonna wanna see. Guys, please don't ever go and use your maximum amount of budget. Don't go out and spend all the money you got on a car. One reason being, if something goes wrong with that car, what have you got left to sort on it? It could be anything, like even on a driveway home. On my drive home now from Southampton, something could happen, but I've got money in my back pocket that will cover me. So you need to make sure you've always got money that's covering you for anything that goes wrong. It's the same in the trade as well. We get cars in that need prep work. Prep work is key. Like, you need to get it done, and you just do. So that's one of the main reasons I don't go out my way. Secondly is that there's always better markets down below. Now sometimes, yes, you can get really good profits on higher end cars, don't get me wrong, you really can. But if you know your market well and you're happy and comfortable with that, then go ahead and just crack on in that certain sort of area. Now I did have a moment when I was buying loads of Fiesta ZTS TDCIs. You've seen that, and like EP2s and stuff. But we now moved up to the bracket where we're selling cars for like, you know, 8 grand, 7, 8 grand, around that sort of bracket now. So it's not gone from selling like 4 grand cars. We've gone up a little bit. And I would personally say gradually do that. Gradually work your way up and you'll be sweet. Now, another thing I get asked as well, Luke, why don't you show us doing things to your car? Now, being a trader, you want to be doing as minimal things to the car as possible. Minimal prep is great because you just want to get the car and flip it on. I know you guys love seeing the DIY stuff and behind that sort of thing, behind, you know, DIY side of things. That's the word. I completely messed up as well. I'm messing up on my words so bad. Yeah, so you want to keep up with the DIY side of things, and I fully understand that. But you've got to think smart and work less if you want to become rich and earn money in this game, because that's the way it's going to work, unfortunately. I know you guys love it on YouTube, seeing the DIY side of things, but wouldn't you rather be making money from doing absolutely kind of bugger all, apart from picking the car up in a way? I'm pretty sure you would. So that's why these series, that's why I brought out this series, because I wanted to help you guys. Obviously I can't give out every single trick of the trade, because that doesn't work like that, but you will learn specific things yourself as you go out and buy cars, and I have, Chris has, and everyone else does as well. Another great guy who does this sort of thing, as another trader, is Calvin from Calvin's Car Diaries. I do watch his videos, so shout out to you, Calvin. You do very good stuff, and I follow in your footsteps as much as Chris's, so it's great to see your sort of thing there, so big respect to yourself. But yeah guys, that is that. Let's go with a few little features quickly before we end the video. So one thing he's had done, he's had an uprated stereo put in, but it actually works with the volume control buttons, so that is pretty cool. We've got cruise control. One thing actually, to be fair, one thing you'll be able to tell with a factory cup as well, this definitely in the factory cup, is that it's got a actual key that goes into the key barrel. Now the key goes in underneath here on a key card, so it's definitely, yeah. But he's had a stereo put in, it's got aircon, climate control, it's got the seats like I said. I think apart from that, it's standard. It's got the Speedline wheels in matte black, which set this off perfectly, which is really, really good. I absolutely love that. And yeah, guys, so I'm not going to baffle on too much. We're going to get this car back. I'm going to get some photos done of it. I'm going to spend the rest of the day shopping with Shan now. I just wanted to show you a bit more of what it was like. So I actually do travel to go get cars and that sometimes. So I just wanted to show you a bit of that in today's episode. And hopefully now, let me get some figures done quickly. Right, guys, so basically, if I sell this car now for 7,495, let's say, that means we're up to 13 grand after this. I'll let you guys do your mathematical skills stuff on that. There'll be some diggers in there that'll go digging out everything now and find out what I actually paid for this car. But I'm not bothered. Anyway, so we'll have about 13 grand. That means we've got 2 grand to go, guys. How mad is that? And I haven't even been doing this properly, like solidly. If I was doing this right, solid, I would probably have that 15 grand done within the first 5 months, first 6 months, easy. Easy peasy. So, Without further ado guys, I'm going to end off today's video. If you have enjoyed it, please slap a like on this video. Tell me what car you want to see next in the drop comments down below. Make it obviously within the price bracket. Don't go too crazy, but let me know what car you'd like to see. And if there's any of you guys that are struggling or need help with anything, drop a comment down below or drop me a message on Instagram and I will try to get back to you. But honestly guys, subscribe to the channel if you're new and turn on the bell notifications for every single time I upload. I will see you on the next one guys. It's going to be a banger. We're so close now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.